Previously on our story, Bella organized a get-together for her employees, and in the midst of the event, a commotion broke out near the buffet table. It was Sarah and James. They were arguing over something, and when Bella approached them, they felt uncomfortable. So we are going to dive into this video, but before I do, my listeners, my family, kindly subscribe to this channel if you have not yet subscribed, and please give a thumb up to it, in that it will be recommended by others to enjoy the way you did. So let's dive into this amazing video without wasting any time. "What's going on?" she asked with a concern. Sarah glanced nervously at Bella before speaking. "It's nothing, really. Just a small disagreement," she insisted. But Bella could tell it was more than that. "Are you sure? Because it sounds serious." Bella pressed gently. James looked uncomfortable, shifting his height from one foot to another. "We're just trying to figure out the schedule for the next few weeks," he said, avoiding eye contact. Bella sensed tension between them, and her instincts told her that something wasn't right. "Listen, I want to support you both," Bella said. "If you have concerns about work or the schedule, please bring them to me. We can work it out together." With that, Bella returned to Maria, who had been watching the interaction. "Do you think they are really okay?" Maria asked, raising an eyebrow. Bella sighed. "I'm not sure. I just hope they're not hiding anything again." As the day wrapped, Bella felt a renewed sense of purpose. She realized that building trust would take time, but today had been a step in the right direction. She hoped that with time and effort, her employees would learn to trust her again. After everyone had left for the day, Bella and Maria returned behind to clean up. As they worked, they chatted about their lives, sharing laughters and stories. Bella felt a sense of normalcy return, and for the first time in days, she could breathe without the weight of betrayal on her shoulders. But as Bella began to feel relaxed, her phone buzzed. She glanced at the screen and saw a message from an unknown number. "I know what you did, Bella. You can't hide from the truth." Bella's heart raced as anxiety surged through her. Who could it be? What truth are they talking about? She shared the message with Maria, and they both exchanged worried glances. "It sounds like someone is watching you," Maria said, her tone serious. Bella nodded, her mind racing. She had just begun to rebuild her trust with her employees, and now she felt like the ground was shifting beneath her again. "Whatever it is, I won't let it stop me," Bella declared, her determination retightening. She was ready to face whatever challenge lay ahead. Bella knew she had to stay strong, not just for herself, but for her employees and the company she loved. That night, as Bella lay in bed, she couldn't shake the feeling of unease. The message lingered in her mind like a dark cloud. Who was behind it? And what did they want? Was it someone from her company, or was it a rival? Bella's heart raced as she considered all the possibilities. She couldn't let fear control her. She needed to take action. In the morning, Bella decided to conduct her own investigation. She called a meeting with her trusted assistant Lisa and explained the situation. "I received a strange message last night, and I want to make sure our company is secure," Bella said, her voice steady. "We need to look into it." Lisa's eyes widened with concern. "What do you need me to do?" she asked. Bella thought for a moment, her mind racing with ideas. I want you to start by reviewing our security protocols. Let us make sure we're protected from any potential threat, Bella instructed. As they worked together, Bella felt a sense of urgency. She wanted to ensure that her employees were safe and that nothing would undermine the progress they had made. Lisa began looking into company security measures, while Bella reached out to cybersecurity experts she knew. Later that day, Bella received a call from expert Jack. He was familiar with the ins and outs of online securities and had helped many businesses before. We'll run a thorough check of your system and see if there is any suspicious activity, he assured her. It's always better to be safe than sorry. With Jack as expert on board, Bella felt a sense of relief wash over her. They arranged a time for him to visit the office and access everything. In the meantime, Bella and Lisa continued their own investigations, monitoring employees' behavior and discussing any potential security possibilities. As the day passed, Bella remained vigilant. She noticed a shift in the office's atmosphere. Employees were more cautious, almost paranoid. Bella felt a twinge of guilt for bringing this tension upon them, but she knew it was necessary for their safety. One afternoon, while Bella was organizing paperwork in her office, she overheard a heated conversation between Sarah and James in a break room. Their voices were raised, and Bella couldn't help but listen in. "We can't let her find out what we did," Sarah hasted, her tone urgent. "If she discovers the truth, we'll lose everything." Bella's heart raced as she realized the weight of their conversation. What truth? She thought, her mind racing. She knew she had to confront them, but a part of her felt hesitant. But what if it was something more serious than just theft? Gathering her courage, Bella approached the break room. The moment Sarah and James saw her, their expression changed from panic to fear. "What's going on?" Bella asked, her voice steady but laced with concern. "Nothing," Sarah replied quickly, her eyes darting around the room. James shifted uncomfortably, avoiding Bella's gaze. "We are just discussing work-related issues," he added, his tone too casual to be believable. Bella raised an eyebrow, sensing their unease. "It didn't sound like just a work issue?" She pressed, her heart racing. "I overheard you talking about something you didn't want me to know. If there is something going on, it's better to upfront with me." Sarah crossed her arms defensively, while James seemed in compliment with his words. After a moment of silence, he sighed heavily. "Okay, Bella, maybe we should talk," he said, his voice low. Bella led them to her office, closing the door behind her. "What is really happening? I need to know," she urged, her tone firm yet compassionate. Sarah glanced at James before speaking, her voice trembling slightly. "We're worried about the message you received. We didn't want you to panic," she admitted. "But the truth is, we've been feeling pressure too. With everything that happened with the theft, we thought someone might be targeting us." James nodded, adding, "We didn't want to create more chaos by bringing it to your attention. But now, hearing you mention it, we feel it's time to come clean." Bella's mind raced as she processed their words. "So you think it could be connected to the theft?" she asked, trying to piece everything together. "It's possible," Sarah said. "We've noticed some odd behaviors among few employees. We thought it was just paranoid, but now we're not so sure. Bella felt a mix of fear and determination. We need to investigate this together. If someone is targeting our company, we can't let them succeed, she said, her voice strong. With a plan forming in her mind, Bella decided to involve Lisa and Jack in their investigation. They could set up a system to monitor any unusual activities within the office. Bella also thought it would be wise to have a team meeting to address employee concerns and ensure everyone that their safety was a top priority. As they brainstormed ideas, Bella noticed Sarah and Jack appearing more relaxed. They were beginning to see that they could trust her to handle the situation. "I'm so glad you two came to me," Bella said sincerely. "We're all in this together and we need to be open to each other." That afternoon, Bella called for a team meeting. She felt nervous, but she knew it was essential for everyone to be on the same page. As her employees gathered in the conference room, she took a deep breath and began to speak. "Thank you all for coming. I know the past few weeks have been challenging, but I want to address some concerns. We've had some issues with trust, and I believe it's time we work on rebuilding it together," Bella said, her voice steady. She noticed nods of agreement around the room. "We've been investigating some strange messages and behaviors, and I want to assure you all that your safety is my priority. If anyone has concern or noticed anything unusual, please come to me direct." A wave of murmurs rippled through the room. Bella could see the anxiety in their faces, but also a glimmer of hope. She continued, "Let's work as a team to ensure we overcome these challenges. We are stronger together." As the meeting ended, Bella felt a weight lift off her shoulders. She knew that transparency was a key to fostering trust, and she was determined to lead her company through this difficult time. Days passed, and Bella felt a renewed sense of determination within the office. With the investigation underway and her employees more engaged than ever, she hoped they could navigate through the storm together. However, she couldn't shake the nagging feeling of unease from the unknown threat that loomed outside. Each time her phone buzzed, her heart raced, feeling it might be another threatening message. Despite the reassurance from her team, Bella felt that they were still walking on a tight rope, teetering between trust and distrust. One evening, as Bella was leaving the office, she received another message from the unknown number. "You can't hide from the past, Bella. It will come back to haunt you." The chill that ran down her spine was unmistakable. Who was doing this, and why? She quickly locked her office door and hurried to her car, her mind racing with the possibilities. She needed to share this with Lisa and Jack. As she drove, she reflected on her past, the decisions she made, the people she had worked with. Could it be someone from her past trying to disrupt her future? We don't know that. The next day, Bella called an emergency meeting with Lisa and Jack to discuss the new message. "I'm starting to think this might be more personal than I realized," she admitted, her voice tied with anxiety. "I've received another message, and it feels like someone knows something about my past." Lisa froze, her eyes widened. "What do you mean?" she asked. Bella explained the message and the creeping feeling that someone was targeting her because of her history in the toy industry. Jack nodded, his expression serious. "We need to dig deeper. Let's run a background check on all the employees, especially those who might have had access to sensitive information," he suggested. Bella agreed, feeling a mix of fear and resolve. She had worked hard to build her company and reputation. She wasn't ready to let someone tear that down. They started compiling a list of employees and previous associates who could potentially have a motive to sabotage her. As the investigation processed, Bella began to notice subtle changes in the office atmosphere. Some employees appeared anxious and distant, while others whispered in harsh tones. She wondered if her own fear was beginning to infect her team, creating an environment of distrust rather than unity. Determined to combat the rising tension, Bella decided to host a casual after-work gathering. She wanted to bring everyone together and create a space where they could relax and talk openly. The following Friday, she arranged a snack and game in the office lodge, inviting everyone to join. As the evening approached, Bella felt a fling of hope. She believed this gathering could help restore a sense of community among her employees. When the time came, she was pleasantly surprised to see the good turnout. Laughter and chatter filled the room as the employees enjoyed the food and games. Bella mingled with her team, engaging in a light-hearted conversations. She felt her worries begin to ease as she watched everyone interact positively. It reminded her of why she loved her job, seeing the joy her toy brought to children and the joy it has brought to her staff. But just as Bella began to relax, she noticed Sarah and James standing off to the side, deep in conversation. Their expressions were serious, and Bella felt a twinge of concern. Were they discussing the ongoing investigations? As she approached them, Bella could sense the tension in the air. "Is everything okay?" she asked, her voice gentle. Sarah and James exchanged nervous glances before Sarah spoke. "We're just talking about the message you received," she said. "We think it might be more serious than we initially thought." Bella felt her heart drop. "What do you mean?" she pressed, her curiosity pricked. James cleared his throat. "We've been doing some digging ourselves. We found out that someone from our past might have a grudge against you," he said, his tone serious. "We think this could be related to that theft incident." Bella's mind raced as she processed his words. "Who? What do you mean?" she asked, feeling a mix of confusion and fear. "We're not sure yet, but we're looking into it. We just wanted you to be aware," Sarah said. "You're not alone in this. We're here to help you." As the weight of their words settled in, Bella felt a surge of gratitude wash over her. She realized that while the road ahead was uncertain, she wasn't facing it alone. With her team by her side, she could confront the challenge together, no matter how doubting they seemed. The following week, Bella and her team worked tirelessly to uncover the truth behind the mysterious message and the potential threats to the company. They set up meetings to discuss any findings and began narrowing down to the list of potential suspects. Each day, they gathered more information, hoping to identify the person behind the threats. One afternoon, as Bella reviewed documents in her office, Lisa burst in, her face flushed with excitement. "Bella, you need to see this," she exclaimed, holding out a file. "I think we found something." Curiously, Bella took the file and began to skim through the content. "What is this?" she asked, her heart racing as she realized it contained information about one of her former associates, Max, who had worked at the company before Bella took over. Max was once the owner of the toy company, but because of the financial discrepancies came to light, Lisa explained, her voice serious. "He was involved in some shady dealings and we think he might be behind the messages." Bella's mind raced as she recalled Max's departure from the company. He always seemed resentful when he left. "I didn't think he would go this far," she murmured, her heart pounding. "I think we should confront him," Lisa suggested. "He might know something about the messages and the theft." Bella hesitated, fear gnawing at her. Confronting Max would be dangerous, especially if he was indeed behind the threats. But she knew she had to take action. "Let's set up a meeting," she decided, her voice steady. "We need to go to the bottom of this." They contacted Max and arranged the meeting. "Are we ready for this?" Sarah asked, her voice barely above the whisper. James nodded, his expression resolved. "We have to be. He might have answers we need." As they waited, Bella felt a sense of determination wash over her. She knew that confronting Max would reveal the truth behind the threat. She wasn't just protecting herself, she was safeguarding her company and her employees. Finally, the door swung open and Mark walked in. He looked different than she remembered. Older, perhaps a little more disheveled. Bella noticed a flank of surprise in his eyes when he spotted her, but he quickly smacked it with a smirk. "Bella," he said, sliding into the seat across from her. "Long time no see. I didn't think you'd actually want to talk to me after everything." Bella felt a chill run down her spine. "The mention of everything. I wanted to understand what happened between us, Max." "We both know things ended badly," she replied, her voice steady. "But now, there are more serious matters to discuss." Max raised an eyebrow, feigning innocence. "Serious matters? Like what? I thought you were the queen of the toy industry now. What could I possibly have to do with your little empire?" "Cut the act, Max. We know you've been sending threatening messages," Bella said, keeping her tone calm but firm. "And we believe you might have been involved in the theft from our company." Max leaned back in his chair, a cocky grin spreading across his face. "Threatening messages? Theft? Sound like you're just grasping at the straws." "Bella, I moved on. I have nothing to do with your little business." Is that so?" James interjected, crossing his arms. "You had access to sensitive information, Max. We are not here to play games. We're here to get the truth." For a moment, Max's expression flickered from arrogancy to something darker. "You think you can intimidate me? You have no idea who you're dealing with," she sneered. Bella felt a rush of anger and fear. "This isn't just about me anymore. If you're involved, you'll be held accountable for what you've done," she said, her voice rising slightly. "Accountable?" Max laughed, but there was an edge to it. "You really think you can threaten me? I have friends in high places. You're nothing but a pretty toy maker trying to play with a big lead." Sarah's eyes narrowed. "We have evidence of your past dealings, Max. We are not afraid of you." Max leaned in closer, his smile gone. "You really want to play this game, Bella? Be careful what you wish for. You have no idea how far I can reach." The tension in her was palpable, and Bella felt her heart race. "Why are you doing this, Max? What do you want?" He hesitated, his brow wavering. "What do I want? I want what is mine. You took everything from me, my position, my reputation. You think you can just walk away from that?" Bella shook her head, feeling a mixture of pity and hunger. "I didn't take anything from you." You made your choices, and they cost you everything. Max's eyes narrowed, and for a moment, she saw something valuable behind his anger, but quickly disappeared, replacing by cold determination. You think you're so safe, don't you? But I have many ways. You'll see. This isn't over, Bella. With that, he stood up abruptly and stormed out of the office, leaving Bella, Sarah, and James in a stunned silence. Are you surprised the way I am? Guys, I'm surprised because I don't know what is coming next. I really don't know what is coming next. Bella's past has come back. Max wants what is his. Will Bella give him what he wants? We don't know that. We don't know that yet. So if you've not yet subscribed, please subscribe. I don't want you guys to miss out anything. I don't want you to miss out. This series is very amazing. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave something in the comment section. Just type part 2, part 3 as in part 3. We need part 3. I'm going to give it to you very soon. So this is the end of our part 2 of the story, and this story is really amazing. The way it started is not the way it's going to end. It's very unpredictable. So please like it, share it with a friend, and yes, leave something in the comment section. Just let me know what to think of it. And bye bye. See you in my next video. I love you all.